Jimmy on a beat, boy.
Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. 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 BOOMER, please, your dusty mood don't vibe with me. You are old and so therefore I must say 10 for dinosaur. Hey. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer. Whatever you say, boomer. Okay, boomer.
Jimmy on
Okie
a
dokie,
beat, boy.
boomer.
Okie dokie, boomer.
There it is, my mic. I'm on now. Hi. Damn it, Janet. I fucked it up again. Damn it, Chanda.
Damn it, Shanda. Yeah,
Yeah.
you blame it on me.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it. Hi, Chanda. How are you this evening?
I'm good. I see you're playing dress up tonight.
Yeah, I'm playing dress up. I'm Brad. I'm Brad.
Brad.
I'm Brad from Rocky Horror Picture Show. This is our what we're doing here, guys. Is we are doing a build up to Halloween, the Halloween party, and what better moniker to use than the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Do you remember seeing that Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Are you kidding? It was a cult classic for me. I mean, I loved it. You know, I didn't see it till in the 80s, but I definitely loved it as a kid.
I saw it in 1978. I started watching
78.
it. Yeah,
You go to the theater and do the whole theater experience.
I think it was was it Friday night or Saturday night? But anyway, I think it was both nights. I usually went on Friday night because that's when I had the most juice from the week, and then by Saturday night I was laying drooling in the gutter. So, but no, it was midnight.
I hear your
It was
pain.
midnight movie, 26 weeks overall, I
Bring a
think.
squirt gun. And
Yeah,
do the
toast,
water
all that stuff, toast and all that. Damn it,
Right.
damn it. So
Right.
no,
I've been to lots of Rocky Horror parties.
yeah, no, it's way cool. We had a lot of fun. Hi, Cirrus. Hi, Vic. Vermont Bread Smith. Jesus, I don't know what I'm looking at. Am I looking? Oh, here.
Smart asses.
Yeah. What's going on? Oh, there's Gamer.
Oh, my kitty.
Hi, Lizzie Prickles. Yeah, Lizzie, we're sad too. Annalise Garcia,
Sad
she was out there. She was one of our sisters in our social media. Very sad, very, very sad to hear that. Terrible. So,
Yeah.
but
Just gotta
yeah,
embrace life. 'cause you
embrace
never
life,
know.
enjoy life while you got it. So, Wadir Entertainment. Good to see you, Wadir. Wadir's been following us around a little bit today. And the Salt Lakers, what's up? Let's go, Brandon. Is that what they said? Shanda?
We're gonna get to that on the deck. Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, Dingo says, told you, them Oswigs is sexy. Well, you know, this is kind of comfortable because it doesn't cook my brain any more than it's already
doesn't get
cooked.
stuck in your face.
Yeah,
and your mouth like
yeah.
the long-haired one.
Absolutely, Gamer. Are you over at the Rockfin there, Shanda? I
ROKFIN. I am, and my cat has decided that she wants to be in my lap, and she's got me pinned down. Let me see.
Yeah.
Dingo ate my baby.
Yay, Dingo.
Hey, Fred Edwards. Hope you're healing up. Carrie Black. Thank you so much for supporting us and joining us. Will M. Lucky Burrito. How was the pre-party? Sorry, I didn't get a chance to stop by.
No, it wasn't a pre-party. It was a memorial party for Annalise.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Sorry.
Good. I'm glad that they did.
Yeah, I am too. And kudos to you guys for recognizing that. So, yeah, thank you.
I got to stop this thing from scrolling.
Yeah, it's just
Steve
jumping
Cutler.
all over
Steve
the
Cutler
place.
live. We got a Steve Cutler on the deck tonight.
Yay, Steve. We got a very nice Steve Cutler. And we have, yeah, CJ. Yeah, CJ, what's going on? Vax jab costumes are sold out at the store. Well,
Really?
yeah, you can.
Well, that's funny. How are you going to get into a place if you?
Yeah, I mean, you got
your passport.
Hey, that's your passport. Jimmy says they don't
They
look
don't
at
ask.
it. Yeah, they
Apparently,
don't ask. Yeah, so-
I don't know. I don't mingle amongst the common folk anymore.
Yeah, I know the common folk. We're so privileged.
Right.
So privileged. Fred Jaybird. Hey, Jaybird, what's going on? Look at all those people over at the Rockfin. Anna Maris, what's going on, Anna? We've got 158 people over on the Rockfin. That's so impressive. Liar, 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 Oz, liar.
Girl, you're pulling a Fauci now.
I'm pulling a Fauci. Yeah. So
put Fauci in it.
Oh my God, somebody's going to come as me being Fauci. That's scary as hell. I
hope that Fauci is referred to as some kind of, like historic liar,
Well, right now he's isn't he the headliner of a Disney movie? Isn't that what I heard? Jesus Christ.
Malevolence? I don't know.
Maleficent Fauci. There's a reface.
Fauci,
Maleficent
right?
Fauci.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's do that. I'm going to do that.
Yeah, Maleficent Fauci. That's a great idea.
Next week, I'm going to do
Pat, the Batman fan, is over at the Natural Progressive. We got a good one in there from... actually...
Yeah,
hold that thought one second.
Let's give him a treat early.
We have a special treat for everybody tonight. I'm just going to run through the fair use real quick because this treat...
Fair use, analysis, don't sue us. These are just our theories.
Yeah, they're just our theories. We're trying to have a little fun and take some pressure off such a shitty fucking week. And what a better way to do that with one of the most gorgeous voices today. That is Jamie Kuhn. Now, this is brand new today. And this is Randy Newman cover. Not today. It was, Pat, tell him, when was it? It was last week, I think, the 7th of October.
It's
brand new Jamie Kuhn. This lady has a gorgeous voice. And I'm going to turn my mic down so I don't taint the feed here. Anyway, this is our treat for tonight. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Jamie. This is just beautiful. Everybody, we hope you enjoy it. We know you'll enjoy it as much as we enjoyed it. So here we go.
Broken windows and empty hallways, a pale moon in the sky streaked with gray. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Scarecrows dressed in the latest style, the frozen smiles chase the love away. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. Thinking at my feet, think I'll kick it down the street. That's the way to treat a friend. Right before me, the signs below me. Heaven eating, show them the way. Human kindness is overflowing, and I think it's gonna rain today. And I think it's gonna rain today.
Holy smokes.
Yay.
Wow. So impressed, but not surprised. Jamie has got a lovely, lovely voice. Thank you so much, Pat, the Batman fan, Jamie Kuhn Music, and Karaoke Closet. That was just a hell of a great way to open up the show tonight. Thank you so much. It was wonderful. And I see there's so many kudos out there in all the chats. Thank you, guys. That's really nice. So well deserved. That's great. But don't forget, we've got a great tune coming from Steve Cutler here a little bit later in the deck. I moved it up on the deck this week. It was getting too long, too far down the deck, and Steve and Jamie deserve higher spots on a Saturday night, so we'll keep doing that. Let me see if I can get this thing squared away. I got to get back on track. I just had to turn off all the fan noise in the background, and I think I got that.
Blowing your Brad hair around.
Yeah, I know. What do we got? What do we got here? What do we got here?
I'll start the night off with the meme. When a millennial asks why everyone in old photos has red eyes, I tell them they were too young to remember the great demon uprisings of the 1980s.
Yeah. I recognize that guy from something. What is he?
I do too. I don't know.
What was he? That
some
was
B show. I don't know.
Yeah, it was some cult classic, I'm sure.
Right. I'm sure.
Absolutely. I brought one too. This one's kind of like goes with the times these days. Brother Franco got, I think he got put in timeout for a week. Is that what you heard?
Yeah, he took a strike. I know he
took a strike, another one. And, I'm getting awful tired of this, but here's his back. Go to Frank Analysis backup channel and subscribe there so we can get this crap taken care of every time Facebook punks one of our sisters or brothers. I know Convo Couch is just about over their strike from this week. They got hit for something that was like last year. Is that right?
Yeah. Some election coverage wise. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. But anyway, this Charles Ace Anderson, friend of the show, and we like Charles. This is 1984. 2021 is here, folks. No kidding. They're getting worse all the time. I think Jimmy was screaming about Facebook lying today on his show.
Yeah, he went live today. And, who did he bring? He brought Dr. Campbell. And I've been bringing Dr. Campbell for over a year since the beginning of the pandemic. I have always looked at Dr. Campbell. And I love that Jimmy brought him because I think he has integrity. So the chat is saying that picture was from Supernatural season 15.
Yeah.
Or maybe Chud 2. Yeah, I remember the Chud movies, that they were hilarious.
Yeah, I think so too. Keith Hayes loves the dog pics. Oh yeah, I do too.
Oh, I think too. I know.
Yeah, they're very, 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 very cute. Well, let's okay. Don't get the barf bag out, Chanda, please. I have all but good intentions.
Okay, normally I would bring the barf bag out for Rising because that's the Rising. It came about from Rising. It always has been Rising's barf bag, but since Kim is kind of new, she shouldn't have to deal with the barf bags.
Yeah, we'll cut her a little bit of slack.
She earns it.
I will scold those who are giving them too many views over there because Ryan Grimm had a couple this week where he had way too many views.
Don't watch Ryan Grimm shit. If I go into Ryan Grimm's, it's give him a thumb down.
Yeah, that's what I do too because he is terrible. The internet sucks, and for that matter. Anyway, this is Kim Iverson. She's talking about that $600. Fuck you that the IRS, that the Democrats are setting up to screw us with.
That pisses me off. And that, you know what? This is really fucking bothering me because no matter what little side gig I do as an artist, I'm going to have to explain to them everything I'm fucking doing when these guys are doing insider motherfucking trading. Yeah. Are you kidding me? You fucking pieces of shit. Just goes to prove that only the poor have to fucking pay,
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel, Shannon.
Oh, this one pisses me off.
This isn't long. They're just short cuts. And the last one's only like a minute, but I wanted to get her full thought out as best I could without featuring anything coming out of Grimm's pie hole. And, and honestly, Ryan Grimm, it is personal because you're part of the problem. Here we go. Kim Iverson.
No, it is personal when he attacked Pete.
Yep. Abso-frickin-lutely.
Yeah. No, it's personal.
Well, you may have heard that tucked inside of the reconciliation package is a proposed measure that would require banks to report to the IRS any transactions of $600 or more. Now, I want to start off by saying it's a little unclear in reading the language whether or not it's individual transactions of $600 or more, or if it's an aggregate of all annual bank transactions with a gross total over $600. But either way, nearly everyone is included in either scenario. So Democrats claim that they're targeting the wealthy and they want to tax the rich. They say billionaires are not paying their fair share, and they want to ensure they finally do. Currently, federal law requires people, not banks, to report to the IRS any transaction of $10,000 or more. But this new proposed measure would be more invasive, as it calls for our banks to do the reporting, not ourselves individually, and will subject nearly everyone to scrutiny and to the threats of audits. Essentially, we'd all be treated like tax evading criminals until we prove ourselves otherwise. Democrats continue to assert they're going after the ultra rich. But if that's the case, why such a low threshold of $600? An amount practically every American exceeds by simply paying their rent or mortgage. People are now up in arms accusing the Democrats of not actually targeting the rich, but instead targeting everyday Americans. When Nancy Pelosi was pressed on whether or not this proposal would remain in the reconciliation package, she said, yes, 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 yes.
So Americans are starting to be worried about this. Do you think that this pay for of giving the IRS more money to crack down on unpaid taxes is going to stay in the reconciliation bill? And what do you say to Americans who are concerned about that?
Yes. Well, I mean, with all due respect, the plural of anecdote is not data. I've said that before here. Yes, there are concerns that some people have, but if people are breaking the law and not paying their taxes, one way to track them is through the banking measure.
Well, many Americans are rightly worried about this measure. The IRS is one of the most feared federal agencies in the country, and giving these bureaucrats access to all of our bank account transactions totaling $600 feels like government overreach in the least and spying at its worst. People are certainly worried about giving the IRS, an agency with a history of weaponizing its abilities, this much supercharged power. But Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the proposed measure is mischaracterized.
Mischaracterized my ass. My ass makes, oh God, she makes me so mad. That just fires me up. Well, you got to pay your taxes.
Yeah.
When we know how many fucking times has she got caught doing insider fucking trading and it just gets swept under the fucking rug. I know I could think of 2 times since the pandemic started.
Yeah. I real quick though, we've got a new feature here that we're doing on our shows. We get to bring the chats in. And the super rays in, we can bring them over. There'll be a little bit of a lag, but if you guys could keep your comments, one decent line, if you get your thought out, that'd be great. But we like this feature. Do you like it? Being able to see your comments up on screen? I always like it.
Boys.
Yeah.
Boys.
Yeah, some of them are getting a little wild. Anyway, the next clip, is short, but as well, it goes into a little more detail. So let's get that out of the way so we can hear that, and then we'll have the final clip here. So
make me vomit.
You want banks to report transactions of $600 or more. That's what the IRS wants. Does this mean that the government is trying to peek into our pocketbooks if you want to look at $600 transactions?
Absolutely not. I think this proposal has been seriously mischaracterized. The proposal involves no reporting of individual transactions of any individual.
So let's go ahead and break down what Janet Yellen is saying here, and you can watch that entire clip online. But she claims that the IRS is attempting to crack down on the opaque sources of income of billionaires, that average people receive a paycheck that is accurately reported with a W-2, and it's the unreported income that they're worried about. But the recent publication of the Pandora Papers shows us the ways billionaires are able to hide their wealth, and that's through playing elaborate shell games. They use tax havens and trusts and shift funds between global jurisdictions. Everything they do is legal. The disparity between the rich and the poor is the fact that they're wealthy and have access to what is dubbed the wealth defense industry, an army of tax attorneys, accountants, and wealth managers to help them legally evade the same level of taxation of the middle class. So who are they really targeting by requiring a reporting threshold of only $600? The answer seems pretty obvious to me. They're not going after the rich. They're targeting the little people, the under-the-table wage earners, contractors, small business owners, and pretty much anyone in the service industry and gig economy. You got a side hustle? Do they pay you in cash? Do you earn tips? Were you one of the thousands of personal care workers who figured out you could make money through some home visits when the salons were shuttered during the pandemic lockdowns? Have you kept some of those side clients going? Are you one of the millions who quit your job and started working for yourself in some way as a contractor? Are you one of the thousands of teachers with a low salary and a cash-paying side job to keep yourself afloat? Well, the gig economy has been growing for quite some time, but the pandemic perhaps made it accelerate faster. And now the IRS wants their cut. Any deposit or withdrawals that are $600 or more, which could be something as simple as paying rent or a mortgage or even paying off a credit card bill, and in some instances, student loans, will be subject to IRS scrutiny. Essentially, they're going to find out that you made that money in your gig economy job, and they intend to
take it, right?
Exactly. That's exactly what's going on. And it is because of between COVID and with everybody banking online now, they want to catch that money, that those cash gigs that they're not getting their share of. They could give a shit less about fucking going after billionaires because it'll never affect billionaires. But every time they buy a pair of shoes, it'll get reported. I mean, no, every time one of us pays our damn rent, it's going to get reported.
This is the goddamn club trying to squeeze every drop of any kind of money. And I'm not preaching from the Bible of the ultra conservative right wing. Oh, you know, whatever, the taxes. This is bullshit. This is a direct assault on our ability to survive and live. Just ask some of our sisters and brothers here in the chat what little meager crumbs that we get from the table of the rich. We need it to pay our rent, to pay our bills, transportation, to help pay for everything else. We're just getting screwed. And the Democrats are accelerating this by not coming out and saying this is bullshit. Now, people are going to say, oh, you don't know the details of this. If it's coming from the duopoly-owned parties, it's not good for the people. You guys got to know that. Would you agree with that?
Yeah. And what the hell was wrong with the 9,999 that we've all had in fucking place forever, right? We all know you get a substantial, to me, you go rent a fucking house first, last, and deposit. You better pull $5 or $6 grand out of your ass or even more at this fucking point.
Oh, yeah.
So that just puts them in my business for every goddamn thing you're doing. Buy a car, they're up your ass. You know, buy a house. How'd you do that? They don't care what the rich are doing. They only care what we're doing.
It's the donors class. This is the party, all of them.
Man.
They should be called out on this one huge. And I'm not seeing enough screaming out there about this. I would call your representative and say, if you vote for this, if you keep not saying anything about this, we're not only not gonna vote for you, you're out. You're out. More
taxation with less representation is all we see in this fucking country. And when are people going to wake up? Like, I ain't giving you my money anymore because you don't represent me. You don't do anything for me.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And Wadir, this is going to unite the left and right because nobody wants this shit. You're being too sweet, Wadir. Come on, let's shit, bullshit, whatever you want to call it. This is Beauty and Boomer After Dark. To say it like you feel, you know, I mean, absolutely.
Yeah.
And Charlie Brown Rebellion. Thanks, Charlie. I don't normally put stuff up that, you know, ingratiates me, but I will because I think we all agree 100% on this. This is
this is bullshit.
Shit. I mean, we're barely surviving right now and they're killing us. They're absolutely killing us.
Turn around and give them 50% of everything.
Yeah, 50% of nothing is still nothing, you pieces of shitheads. Exactly. God, I'm pissed. Anyway.
Here, I got $1. You can have 50 cents of it, you motherfucker.
$600? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's not what it. Well, then why are you doing it? And she said, you know, they're coming after us and it's spying on us at worst. I think it's worse than that. I think it's part of the big plan to kill us off and make themselves rich and everything else. I have absolutely no respect for these pieces of shit. Let's watch this last one so I can get off my soapbox. Here we go.
Can't hear it.
Oh, no.
It's muted. Kimmy's muted.
I'm going to start it back again. Let me.
Yet their actions show us
I was having trouble with this one today being muted. Here we go. There we go. See it muted again.
We're all for everyone paying their fair share. No one's advocating for evading taxes. But the Democrats say they're going after the rich, yet their actions show us they're actually going after not even the white collar middle class. Most of them are salaried with automatic taxation coming out of each paycheck. But instead, their actions show us they seem to be targeting the blue-collar gig economy workers, the very people they claim to be helping, but also the very people who are not big donors to their campaign coffers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
She's
yeah. Yeah.
They're coming after the gig workers and, you know, people like us that have Patreons
for
and
sure.
whatnot. Yeah.
Our little tips that we get that we try and share around with our sisters and brothers. And, while I'm on that,
Right.
if you got an extra, couple of dollars, keep doing what you guys are doing. I watch you guys, Tip and Super Ray,
I know.
our
I watch
sisters
too.
and
It's
brothers.
so fun.
You guys are fantastic. And remember, there's artisans out there like Jamie Kuhn, Pat the Batman fan, Steve and Lucky over there at Steve Cutler Live and Lucky Arts. Just, remember, we try to do our best, but we also know tough times. So just your support means
winter's going to be tough.
yeah, it's great. Thank you. Oz's rage killed the audio. Did I spit all over the thing or what?
Yeah, I got to wipe it off.
Here, I'm gonna take it down here. Anyway, thanks for allowing me to go off, guys. I get a little passionate on this.
Okay, well, this next clip is really going to fire you
it's gonna
up.
piss me off. I know.
Yeah, it's going to piss you off.
I know. Let me get it queued up. Here we go.
And okay, so this one gave me problems too. Hopefully it'll start at the beginning. If it
Okay,
doesn't, then
I'll watch it closely. Let me see if we can start it.
We got the story from the Daily Mail. Exclusive. Joe Biden could become embroiled in the FBI's probe into Hunter's finances. Experts say. I love that. Experts say. Emails reveal they shared bank accounts, paid each other's bills, and the president may have even funded his son's 2018 drug and prostitution binge. We're going to be a little careful on this one because we try to be a family-friendly show, but when it comes to the president and his son, it's anything but family-friendly, from Joe Biden touching children and sniffing them inappropriately to his son doing crack. I'm sorry, we can only cover up so much in an attempt to protect your children's ears. The Daily Mail says President Joe Biden could become embroiled in an FBI investigation. Let me just stop and say, yeah, right. As if they're going to do anything. Emails recovered by dailymail.com from Hunter's abandoned laptop. Between Hunter and Eric Schwerin, his business partner at Rosemont Seneca, show Schwerin was working on Joe's taxes, discussing the father and son paying each other's household bills, and even fielding requests for a book deal for the then vice president. Yikes. It is unclear why Schwerin had the intimate role in the vice president's affairs rather than government officials in the office of the vice president. Hunter's claim that he and his father shared a bank account also raises serious questions whether funds from the alleged joint account were used for Hunter's May 2018 week-long bender. Well, look, if you have a bank account, it's got $1 in it, and then someone puts $1 in it, the money is mixed up now. And then if you take $1 out, yeah, sorry, we don't play that game. This is how, when the feds go after money laundering, you can't just be like, it's one bank account, but all of our money is different. They're going to be like, nah, you're mixing it all together. They say last December, Hunter admitted in a public statement that he was under federal investigation over his tax affairs. All right, let's slow down for a second. So now we're learning Joe Biden sharing a bank account with his son. Hunter Biden on the board of Burisma getting paid, $83,000 per month.
Yeah.
Burisma being investigated, or I should say Mykola Zlochevsky, the founder of it, being investigated by the prosecutor Viktor Shokin. Joe Biden goes to Ukraine and says, if you don't fire the prosecutor, you don't get, was it $1 billion?
Yeah.
I think it was?
It was huge amount.
And so they say, okay, fine. They fire the prosecutor. Official narrative from the U.S. establishment mainstream media is, oh, they fired him because he wasn't investigating this guy. So Hunter Biden, who has no business being on the board of this company, a company that's under investigation, getting paid $83,000, sharing a bank account with his dad. His dad then goes in, fires a prosecutor who was investigating the company. We know this from Matt Taibbi's reporting. Sounds like Joe Biden was protecting his own assets by going to Ukraine, getting this guy fired. It wasn't about corruption. It wasn't about anything other than his own corruption. So what do we do with information like that? I'm shrugging for those that are watching.
Do a TV show and talk about it?
Do a TV show.
Fortunately, you already have the TV show, so let's talk about it.
We can all shake our fists in the air and then tomorrow wake up because nothing changes?
No, this dude's a scumbag, and I think this is going to be big news. They tried to hide the laptop scandal with the Post story.
Yeah, you brought up a very important point here, Ian. The fact that there was so much censorship, especially around the Hunter Biden email stories, because the Daily Mail says that they got this story from the emails. So the fact that there was so much suppression shows that they actually do care about what the public thinks about them. They actually do need the public to acquiesce. And there's a large number of voters that said that if they knew about these emails, they would have voted differently. So this, of course, has a lot of implications. I mean, we know he lied about on the ATF form when it comes to buying firearms. He lied about a lot of other things as well that he should have been, kept, be held responsible for, liable for. I mean, the guy is on video committing acts. There's photos of him committing acts that we can't even mention here on YouTube.
Okay, so yeah, that was Tim Fool. I saw you guys chatting in there. And I don't necessarily watch a lot of Tim Fool, but he's the only one talking about the new revelations that are coming out about Hunter and Brandon having a bank account together, and how Hunter was bitching in text that the Senate committee has about he was tired of paying all the family bills for the big guy. And he's right to ask, what the hell are we going to do about it? Well, you shake your fists in the air and then, nothing.
Well, it seems like, I'm not a fan necessarily, but
no, I'm not either, but they're talking about it. So that's why I brought it.
Absolutely. And we are going to bring some folks that aren't necessarily the most savory to some of you, and some of you may like them.
I don't mind Luke Wadowski.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Very in We Are Change. He was Burmes's partner for a long time. I really don't mind him. I don't agree with him on a lot of things, but
no,
I don't mind.
I get it. But Chanda, isn't it part of the course? This is where the shit libs come at you. Well, why don't you scream about the Republicans instead of Joe? They're the only ones that are pointing out this shit for whatever purposes they have. They hate the Biden administration, the Bidens and everything else. But nobody on the actual honest media. Is there such a thing as honest propaganda media, or is that an oxymoron?
I think that's an oxymoron.
There is none. It's just main shit media. But anyway, at least that somebody's talking about it. We're going to elevate it when we agree with what they're saying about somebody in particular. I don't even look at who they are necessarily.
Right.
Unless
I go, okay, that's something that we have in common. What can we work to ratify this situation?
And mind you, I'm not talking about Dan Harmon, Rick and Morty, that kind of person.
Someday we're gonna have to get into that.
That's the caveat there. That's
there's so many caveats in the Democratic Party.
But go ahead, Shane.
The fact of the matter is they fucking covered up this story. We were chewing nails because we went and we saw those pictures that we can't talk about those videos.
We saw the video.
YouTube.
Yeah.
We watched them together. How crazy was that? And we came back and told you guys, it's fucking real. We've seen them, and the fact that they suppressed this story to help Biden with the election, who knows if it actually helped or not? Did it swing enough votes? Who knows with what we know about our election system in this country. So I said then this story wasn't going away. I said it loud and fucking clear. And that was 9 months ago. And I still don't think it's going away. It's going to come back for the election.
No, I think it's going to come back and bite him in the ass. Now, this bank account shit, that should be just out of the gate. There's no way they should be sharing a bank account. No fucking way.
Who does that?
Not the president and his son. I mean, they were bitching about Trump's kids.
Their family is they have weird boundaries. I'll just say that by the pictures of a Hunter with his niece.
No, it's crazy stupid. So, again, guys.
Rich people. They're just weird.
You guys know what's going on. It doesn't take some big, Harvard grad or somebody from Oxford to propagandize.
No, they've been programmed. They are propagandized.
They are
so they
propagandized.
Do you have a higher programming as what,
Yeah.
I always look at.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to go through a couple of yes, Wadir Mar is a shit lib. We've pointed that out several times. We've got let me see, Carrie Black here. Chanda, you want to read this one?
Can I see it? Carrie Black tips. Got y'all. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, we so appreciate that, Carrie Black. And
was there another one that I missed?
It's a
Was there another one? No, we got it.
I don't see it over there. I'm like I said, there's a little lag here, guys. But anyway, I'm gonna keep throwing these up. Yes, I know. I think it was Wadir or somebody. Jackson does put these up like this. I know Sabby does too, but Jackson's got like a ticker that runs up and down. And I'd rather have Oz Stewart clapping in the back and just have a solid stream down here with what's going up in the deal. There is a lag, though. Let's move along here before I get too hung up and we have a 10-hour show. This is good. Is this a Halloween mask? What the hell is this?
Yeah. Breaking, John Gruden identifies as Hunter Biden, so media will ignore his emails.
Oh, shit. Bingo.
Bingo.
Too right. Here's one. I hope this doesn't get us in trouble. I brought this myself right here.
Oh, man.
We've been saved, George Carlin. Critical thinking. If you are fully vaccinated against the jab, next step to improve your immunity may be actually to catch the jab. The experts warn. I can't even speak because we get smashed. Don't freak out. Catching vid after you are vaxxed improves your, can I say the immune word?
I don't know. It's probably a keyword, but
Jesus
that's
Christ.
fucking hilarious. Don't freak out. Just go ahead and catch it. Why don't you just go out there getting, followed up by the story that I brought to back this up. It's just fucking mind numbing. We live in a cartoon.
We do. We live in a horror show. A horror cartoon is what
horror
it is.
show.
Horror it is. Here we go.
We got some data yesterday that seems to suggest that actually mixing and matching is a good thing. That if you've had AstraZeneca or a J&J, getting a Pfizer shot has a really big impact.
Yeah, so the study yesterday complements what we've already seen from the UK. The UK had two separate studies that reported, focused on the AstraZeneca shot, with followed by Pfizer shot, because those are the ones that we are using mostly here. And that was only 2 doses. So 1 dose of Astra, 1 dose of Pfizer, Pfizer, Astra, and the best was a dose of Astra followed by Pfizer. Now what we got yesterday from the US was, well, what about Moderna? What about Johnson & Johnson? Remember, it's 1 dose. So, of course, what ended up being the case is that when you look at antibody levels, if you give an mRNA vaccine, a Moderna or a Pfizer, to a person who had 1 dose of J&J, they get much better antibody levels than if you just gave them a second shot of J&J. Now, timelines, you need to wait maybe a bit longer for J&J.
Yeah, as he's telling you, you need one of all of these.
But Sam, if I'm not mistaken, what you're talking about is a traditional kind of vaccine and then your mRNA as that booster. What happens if you already got an mRNA? How do you mix and match?
Yeah, so for that study, they did
like
have
a
a
wet
group
bar.
of people who had either the Moderna or the Pfizer or
Cocktails.
the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. In the 2 groups who had the Moderna or the Pfizer, whatever vaccine you gave them, they got a pretty good boost. Obviously, Moderna, because it's 3 times the dose that of Pfizer.
Do not
gives
listen
a
to
much bigger
anything these
boost.
fucking idiots are saying. I would not. I mean, he's like,
What
okay,
the
so
fuck?
he's saying you got to mix and match them, and then you'll get the perfect immunity. That word we're not allowed to say. And so what he's saying, take a Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson, and then just go ahead and catch the shit, and you'll have good immunity.
So what do you have to do? Have a what do I say anymore? A jab smoothie? Is that what you do? You take all of them, put them in a
Basically.
blender, and then get it in a turkey
Right.
baster and stick it up your ass. Because that's what they're talking about, right? I mean, really.
I love how they showed the stock prices as they're trying to convince you that you need
Oh, yeah.
multiple cocktails.
Yeah, it's
of
just
this
like,
shit.
Jesus, this is a pharmaceutical company's wet dream.
Right.
This
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is incredible. I think
I know between those last two stories, it's like, Jesus Christ.
yeah, I know. It's like I said, it might be an animated horror show cartoon, but that's where we're at here. Speaking of that, I got my underwear in a twist the other day. Actually, a
Don't do
twist
that.
in a twist in a good way. This was one of my most despised. I can't stand this guy. I used to think, he's really pushing
James
back.
Carver?
James Carville. He's like
I can't stand him.
Oh Christ, he's like what? He's like 187 years old or something.
He
like
is the epitome of the DNC corruption machine.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. He talk about this guy is the most arrogant cuck, neo-lib, shit-lib asshole. He's worth several $1 million. He made it off the Clinton administration. Anyway, we don't have enough. His quote is, "We don't have enough hustlers in Washington." Strategist James Carville believes Democrats need to show moxie to sell their message to the Republicans.
Wow.
Are you effing kidding me? And I had to tweet back. I don't tweet back a lot, you guys. You guys say things so much better than I do. But I tweeted back, Land of Oz, Roar Media, Healthcare for All. This is today's inspiration for a picture on a urinal cake. Time to get some payback. And I know this is a cheap ass shot, but I'm thinking, what do you think, Chanda?
Nice.
Does that work for you? I mean, what the hell? I think that, I'm sorry, I've got you in. There you go. Get in between
Get it
those
off
guys.
me.
Yeah, get it off. Get it off you.
Off me.
Yeah,
James Carver. Yeah,
he's garbage.
so corrupt. He's garbage.
He's no.
And it makes me sad for Louisiana because, there is a lot of liberal-minded people down there that just get swept into the wrong categories because of people who shit like him.
He's every bit as bad as Rahm Emanuel. Those two guys.
Oh, yeah. Rahm. I was just bitching about Rahm this morning.
Oh, God. They're the biggest puke buckets. Now, this video is in between. I hope I didn't screw you up. What is this? Let's Go Brandon, since everybody's shouting Let's Go Brandon down there in the chats.
This is Jimmy from yesterday, and it gives you the story of Let's Go Brandon if you don't know what it is. And Let's Go Brandon.
Let's Go Brandon. Let's check it out.
He were doing stand-up shows October 20th through the 23rd in Florida and Buffalo.
Go check them out.
Go to jimmydorecomedy.com for a link for tickets. So here's a fun story. This guy, Brandon, is a race car driver, right? And he's being interviewed after his victory, his racy car driver victory. Is there anything more boring than watching guys drive around a track? Anyway, here we go. Yes, baseball. So as he's being interviewed, the crowd starts chanting, "Fuck Joe Biden." And the interviewer says something funny. Watch this.
Thank you to all of our partners. Oh my God, it's just such an unbelievable moment.
Brandon, you also told me, as you can hear the chants from the crowd, let's go, Brandon. Brandon, you told me you...
Let's go, Brandon.
To kind of hang back those first two stages and just watch and learn. What did you learn that helped you there in those closing laps?
Oh my God, it was...
No, NBC is airing a crowd of people screaming the F word. They're not going to get fined. They're supposed to get fined for that. They're not going to be fined for that. They're airing, and
But you know, Jimmy, I do want to say one more thing. Aren't they completely lying about the facts? And nothing's going to happen to NBC, isn't it? Right then and there.
Shit, the fact is they weren't yelling, they weren't chanting, "Let's go, Brandon." They were chanting, "F Joe Biden." So they're misinforming the public. You're right. That should be taken down as misinformation.
How each line didn't stay to one, and everything shifted top to bottom so much.
So that's hilarious. So there it is. There's your Let's Go. So everybody's been... So they've been doing it everywhere, by the way. At a lot of college football stadiums. They've been doing it everywhere. So now they are actually cheering "Let's Go Brandon" as a joke. That's great. This should be great. I love that people. So now people will know when you go, "Hey, let's go Brandon." What you're really saying is "F Joe Biden." That's a nice way to say it. I love it. I love it. I do love it. Somebody in Italy in front of the American embassy was trying to get a chant going.
Fuck Joe Biden! Fuck Joe Biden!
Okay, it's not your biggest rally. Sounded like just a handful of people screaming that in Rome. But here, watch this. Watch this. So this is catching on. This let's go Brandon. It's catching on. Watch this.
Parts. They're gonna help kick this thing off. All right, guys, ready? In 3, 2, 1.
Drivers, start your engine. Let's go, Brandon.
41.
I wonder if Brandon's going to run for president. That's my guess. That's so. And by the way, in honor of Let's Go Brandon,
Friend of the show created this.
Mike Timpson created these. We have these teachers. T-shirts are now available. Let's Go Brandon, and I'm going to be wearing one of these. Let's Go Brandon. There's another one over here.
We can't.
I thought I'd let him get his plug in there just because he was so funny about it.
Yeah, no, that was great. We have another Super Ray down there. You want to read that one off there?
Vic, hey Vic. Thanks. Roar Media. I can't see it. My camera's right over.
No,
Did
that's
she
okay.
say something?
Yeah, Roar Media
Okay.
received a tip. Vic, please, like everybody, when you throw us a Super Ray or a tip, please get your voice out there. We love
Say
received a
something.
tip. Say
to us.
something.
Yeah.
Make us laugh. Just tell us how you're doing, what things are going on. Keep it as short as you can, but we love it, and I love the comments. I like this feature. I'm gonna have to get used to doing it. But yeah, it's let me see. Let me throw another one. Didn't see that clip. Here's one. How does this look here? I want to see that. This is yeah, look at that. Vic, thanks. This is VSA Dems putting a bunch of happy. I didn't know it worked that well. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. So we've got another clip coming in here. And thanks again, Vic. We really appreciate the Super Ray over there. It's always appreciated on Beauty and the Boomer.
You got to come up with your own thing.
I know. I got that pasta brainworm in my head, and I got to ask Fee how she gets it out of her head after the end of the day. So
right.
What do we got here? What's going on here?
Jobs report. It's the Great Resignation. If you haven't heard, people all over the country are quitting their fucking jobs.
I wonder
Take
why.
this job and shove it.
Take this jab and shove it. I ain't working here.
The U.S. jobs report for September showed COVID continues to disrupt the labor market. The government employment was far lower than expected. One key reason, back-to-school hiring in public schools was lower than usual. But the report also underscores other complications in the labor market. The unemployment rate fell to 4.8%. But that was due in part to people leaving the labor force altogether. Job openings are at a record high, and wages increased again last month as companies tried to attract new employees. More than 25 million people quit their jobs in the first 7 months of this year, and it is now being called the Great Resignation. Our business and economics correspondent Paul Solman explains.
We don't want to do this anymore. They just didn't care about me anymore.
I'm done. I am not working here anymore. I don't feel safe.
Workers like these are quitting their jobs at the highest rate in 20 years. Because for many of us, the pandemic has prompted a professional reassessment. So says Harvard Business School's Sidal Neely.
We cannot underestimate the extent to which people have experienced such stress, such anxiety, and a ton of burnout in the last 18, 19 months. That is also driving their interest to say, I don't want this lifestyle as it is. I want to change it.
Georgetown University's Brooks Holtum has long studied worker turnover.
Periodically, people experience shocks that cause them to reconsider how work fits with the rest of their life. All of us for the past 18 months have experienced one of these shocks.
So notice that they're trying to blame it
and slipper fan
on us
Desmond Dickerson told
reevaluating
us back in the spring.
our lives.
40% of the global workforce intends to leave their job in this coming year.
And ever so many have, led by millennials. In the last year, the rate at which workers ages 30 to 45 resigned rose by over 20%. Some of the hardest hit sectors? Healthcare and tech. The specific reasons, first and foremost perhaps, burnout.
Your staffing is at an all-time low.
I wonder why.
The morale is at an all-time low.
I wonder why.
Why?
It's traumatic, it's stressful. We're at a breaking point.
I get the impression they're trying to make labor the enemy in that piece.
They're trying to cross the narrative, right, of why millions and millions of Americans are saying fuck it and getting up and walking out.
What do you mean? Unsustainable job for unsustainable pay with no fucking future and no hope of paying your goddamn bills? Oh, gee, I wonder why they're saying fuck it. Why should I even bleed to death? I wish I'd done that many years ago with some of the shit jobs I had. Absolutely. I think the public's wising up finally. General strike every month until this shit changes. That's what I'm saying. Lucky Burrito. Yeah. Do a jingle. Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
It's always appreciated on D&B. Chris.
Oh my God, Chris Foster. Oh, I got to put that up there. Chris, here, I'm going to torture myself. This is like mental destruction.
I know it is.
Yeah,
right?
that's a great picture of Chris Foster.
Always
It's always a pleasure. Poor companies. VSA damn Vic, poor companies.
Damn.
Yeah, poor companies. We feel so bad. Let me get another one in here.
Okay, we're being slow tonight because it's already 8 and we still haven't even done it.
Yeah, I know. Here. I'm just gonna throw this up here. I'm trying to. This is a night when I'm trying to learn how to do shit. Okay, here we go. I used our other shows as guinea pigs this week, so I got to torture
That was
myself
fun.
too. Did you bring this? You brought this.
I did need employees to work below a certain rate to be profitable, but workers won't do the job at the pay. Bend over and grab those bootstraps, baby, because you got a non-functioning business model.
Oh no! Well said. Well said, Mike Jen. Well said. I don't know Mike Jen, but yeah, I absolutely agree. Now here was a little thing. They've got a new game show, or actually it's a redo of one old game show. I'd like to solve the puzzle. Let's go, Brandon. Don't you think that's
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. And then it translates. So that's a translating game show. That's
Yeah.
really convenient. Thank you for bringing that. Oh, we have another one. Are you in game show mode tonight? Is that what we're doing here, Chanda?
Game show? I just thought I'd back it up. Name a product that blames its failure on those who don't use it.
Oh, shit.
And then I love this Rogan one. It says, I've been drinking lots of water. Joe Rogan promotes ingesting liquids commonly used as engine coolant.
Engine coolant. Engine coolant. Engine coolant. See, I've got that rhythm in my head. Everything I say is let's go, Brandon. Engine coolant.
I know, right?
Anyway, guess what? It's that time again. We have another little relaxation, beautiful music break here coming from our brother Steve Cutler live. I got this from Wednesday, one of Steve's shows this week, Wednesday, I think. Steve, this is terrific. I hope everybody enjoys this one. I'm going to be listening while I try and get everything going here. If I could just find which one to turn on. I've got all these mucks. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to play one more peppy one and bid you all a fond farewell. Thank you once again for hanging. Sink the bass up to the backs. I'm tense and nervous. I can't relax. I can't sleep. My bed's on fire. Don't touch me. I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer. Kiss say. Run away. Oh, psycho killer. You start a conversation you can't even finish. You're talking a lot, yap, you're not saying anything. When I have nothing to say, my lips are sealed. Say something one time, why say it again? No. Psycho killer, kiss say, run away. Oh, psycho killer. Tip, c'est soit là. Deux, trois. I just counted to 3 and reach. Really some on the spot.
Thank you all very much. We love you. Let's meet back here, tomorrow, the next day. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Thank you all for listening, and thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing and all the other things. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Be nice to each other.
Wow!
I saw that one live. I was actually in the chat that night for that one. And hey, you guys to stop over there over at Steve's stream. I love it. I mean, if I, depending on what I'm doing, if I'm doing dishes or something, I'll turn it on and just jam out and listen. And if I'm just sitting here, I can hang out with our fams, with our peeps and just chat. It's so much fun running into everybody in the chats. It's a cool hangout. It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
Our community hangout.
Yeah. Keith Hayes says, good cover. Yes, absolutely. I really appreciate it. And Steve and Pat and Jamie have a real special treat for our Halloween party.
So excited.
Yeah, I am so excited. Steve has took my suggestion, and he's going to make something beautiful, as well as Pat and Jamie Kuhn from Karaoke Closet. Jamie Kuhn.
I love that we can request music from people.
Oh,
like,
God,
hey,
yeah.
I think you would do a really good job with this song. We tried.
Yeah, it's really terrific. And again, we can't thank you enough. And if anybody else, don't forget, it's going to be Halloween party again this year. So let us know. What is it? roarmedialive at ctemplar.com or roarmedialive at gmail.com. Amber scolded me today because I didn't have it in the credits. I got to put it in there. C-Templar. So that's another way we get it. Look what I got.
What do you got? I know, I saw that. It's so cute. Isn't it so cute?
Yeah.
I just designed those last weekend, and I'm super excited that they turned out really good.
Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that?
I love
Didn't
it.
Chanda do a good job, everybody? Look at that. This is my second favorite cup. The other one is World's Greatest.
Miss my ears.
World's
yeah.
Greatest Dad for my daughter, but this is terrific. This is fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait for mine to get her.
Good job. Great job. And it's
Thank
a
you.
really good cup. It's well done. It's not one of those ones that has stickers on it. It's actually baked into the finish.
Right. No,
So,
I
yeah,
checked. I
and
made
you
sure.
can get that at the Beauty and the Boomer store.
But I have a bunch ordered to give away for our Halloween party. So yeah, come in costume. We're gonna have games.
And it's not just going to be a mug. What's going to be in that mug?
Joey's coffee.
Joey's coffee, and we might throw some dandelion tea in there. So we're going to have.
Tea. I got stickers.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. Shanda's gonna be shipping those puppies out to the winners. So we'll make sure that they get taken care of. So we will have prizes for the Halloween party. Everybody, we wish we could just give everybody one.
I know,
we really,
right?
really do. Now, speaking of this, I want to kick over to the monetization again, so I can be perfectly clear. Let me be clear. Oh, that's Bernie. I'm done with him.
Yeah, no, don't be Bernie. But here, you want me to parse it?
Yeah, you parse it.
Okay. So Roar Media, which is focused on women in media, is a nonprofit. So when you give to our Rockfin raise, that goes to the nonprofit. If you would like to support the creators, you can hit our link trees down below, which have our PayPals and our Patreons and all the other ways that you can donate to the actual creators. Is that good?
That's terrific. And we want to give a special shout out to some of our regular donors. And I noticed Carrie Black and A-Rim has done this, and some of the others. You get it in too late in the show, and I can't call
we're
you
already
out.
closing.
But
I know.
we super huge thank you to Carrie Black, A-Rim, A. Maris, Glenn Coombs, Teresa Allen, Margaret, Ken Sperry, Carrie Black, A-Rim, Glenn Coombs, A-Rim, Kamshwami Kate, Bubblegum Douche, Kamshwari Kate, Taran, Kamshwari Kate, Clary Black, Chris Foster, Kamshwari Kate, A-Rim, Anna Maris, Bubblegum Douche, Convo Couch, Carrie Black, A-Rim, Bubblegum Douche, Carrie Black, Billum, Zoxo, Voxo, Vix, A-Rim, Anna Maris, A-Rim, Carrie Black. So I think that's SF Thomas. Al Walski, SF Thomas, CJ, Convo Couch again, Susan Mullen. I definitely, Brent McKinney, special shout out to Brent. You have been a super supporter. We got Benny Massimo. Who else? Jilly Love, Victoria Kisner. Did I say that right? Is it Keisner? I apologize if I get it wrong.
You got Sirius 76 in there,
Sirius,
right?
J9 Campbell, and we're taking a little extra time. I don't want to miss anybody. T. Adams, Hunter C. Kamshwari K. Kamshwari Aram.
Brent McKinney.
Brent McKinney again. Yeah, Brent McKinney. Convo Couch again. Michael Skaggs. Snorky. There's Benny Massimo again. Snorky. Thank you, Sirius. Trey Wright. Billum, Linda Anthony. We've got Anna Maris, Hunter C. Kamshwari, Will M. Bubblegum Douche again. Chuck Simon, Chris Foster. Have we covered everybody? Zoxavoxovic.
I think we have.
A
couple of times.
If I missed you, I'm sorry, but I'm reading down the list for like all the way through July.
And that doesn't cover our Patreons either.
That does not cover our Patreon. So we took an extra few minutes to shout you guys out. We love you. We love everybody in the chat. Just being here is wonderful. So there you are. We're damn serious about that. And you're helping our sisters and brothers out there as well. We appreciate that. So did I do that okay?
You did. We're good.
I just want to make sure. I don't want anybody to feel left out of a shout out. I know that you're not looking for that specifically because you got big hearts, but we want to make sure we recognize you.
And we do.
We absolutely
do appreciate it so much.
Like we recognize this lady. You want to read this one? Can you?
Caitlin Johnstone. Hey, at Netflix, she wouldn't happen to be launching a propaganda operation about WikiLeaks 3 days before Julian Assange's court date on October 27th, would you? Netflix. We Still Secrets, the story of WikiLeaks on Netflix in the U.S., premiering October 24th.
Oh my God, she's a modern day prophet. She really is. She gets it done so much. Thank you, Steve Cutler. You rock, brother Steve. Absolutely. Serious, Lucky Burrito. What do we got next? We're moving right along here, so I'm not going to get scolded too much. You brought a fuck democracy now.
Dystopia now, yeah, dystopia now. But she's the only one interviewing people about Rikers Island. I don't know if you know what the hell is going on out at Rikers Island. It's the holding cell for most in New York, right? If you're going through trial, you haven't been sentenced to prison. One person every 2 days is dying out there. The conditions are just outrageous. I mean, people sleeping in feces and whatnot. And she does a nice, long, in-depth interview, a nice 25-minute one with advocates and, experts that have been out there and seen the condition of the prison. And it's shocking that you don't hear any other media talking about it.
Yeah, you don't. And we absolutely should. Hear other media. So here we go. I'm going to shut up and here we go.
This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. As we turn now to the humanitarian crisis unfolding in the world's largest jail complex, which is located right here in New York City, one of the world's richest cities. It's on an island in the middle of the East River between Queens and the Bronx. Most of the 5,700 people in the city's jails are held at Rikers Island. Most of them are awaiting trial. Amid skyrocketing violence, staffing shortages, chronic medical neglect, some are calling Rikers a death trap. So far this year, 12 people have died at Rikers and the city's jails, the most since 2016, including 5 suicides. Wilson Diaz-Guzman, Javier Velasco, Tomas Carlo Camacho, Brandon Rodriguez, Segundo Gualpa, Thomas Brownson III, Richard Blake, Jose Mejia Martinez, Robert Jackson, Isaias Johnson, Kareem Isabdul, and Stephen Cadu. Last month, more than a dozen elected officials visited Rikers Island following reports of worsening conditions. This is New York Assembly member Jessica Gonzalez Rojas speaking after touring Rikers.
I am admittedly an emotional mess. I have 9 pages of mothers to call, of partners to call, of loved ones to call. Because people have been stuck inside for days, for weeks, for months without a court hearing. from here jumped up there and tried to hang themselves. Me and Senator Ramos were right there. Nobody deserves this.
Well, this week, New York Governor Kathy Hochul and New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio announced they'll transfer most of the 230 women and transgender people held at Rikers to 2 state prisons, including the maximum security Bedford Hills prison. Again, most of them are awaiting trial. For more, we're joined by 3 guests. Anissa Sabur was formerly incarcerated at Rikers Island Jail and at Bedford Hills Prison, and is a leader with the Halt Solitary campaign. Julian Harris Calvin is director of the Greater Justice New York program at the Vera Institute of Justice. And Jumaane Williams is New York City's public advocate. Last month, he toured Rikers, which he's done since 2008. Welcome you all to Democracy Now! Jumaane, let's begin with you. You've said conditions the last time you toured Rikers Island Jail Complex were the most horrific you've seen. Tell us what you've seen.
At that point, it was just stunning. I honestly believe this country would invade another country to rescue people who were living in the conditions I saw. It was really very hard to explain unless you were there. People just laying in filth. There was one man in a cell that they called a cell, was actually a shower, couldn't sit, couldn't stand, couldn't lay down. I didn't know if it was urine or water that was keeping this person wet. They were just naked. I saw a cell that should have had 2 or 3 people with 6 people. They had a bag in which they were sharing as a bathroom because the toilet wasn't working. People who should have been moved within 24 hours were there 7, 8 days. There were HIV patients, mental health patients who hadn't gotten their medication in weeks. It was a disaster for everyone on both sides of those bars. And both.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, so it goes on for 25 minutes of these activists and the advocate just describing conditions that literally we would invade another country for. Oh my God, we can't, it's disgusting. And yeah, I love that one sign that said, if they build it, they will fill it.
Yeah, it's horrible. And I think I'm going to double down. If we would invade another country, if the conditions were so bad as they are here, which is absolutely horrible, it's bullshit. Meanwhile, what are we doing? We're dumping billions on Israel for their war machine. We have people flooding the streets with no roof over their head, no health care.
No.
People are in food deserts across the country, starving, and this shit's going on top of everything else. What a pretty picture. What a pretty picture. Aren't you
and
proud?
How many millions have been kicked off of unemployment?
All that stuff. Well, I'm just, my country is in shambles because of the robber barons who are active robber barons who are representing the other robber barons in Congress. I think I parsed that right. They are all robber barons. Yeah. And if you want to give kudos to a few of them who act like they're trying to do something about it, fine on you. But I say they all need to go. They need to be replaced with people who have no vested interest in any stocks, portfolios, or anything. They need to be represented by the people, for the people. We got a Super Ray down there. Taran tipped $5 Super Ray over there. Thank you so much, Taran. Very, very thoughtful. Totally appreciate it. You guys are terrific. We have a couple other here's that I just wanted to throw up. Somebody, Vic on that. Vic says, and Vic, this is true. I didn't, where's Vic's? Come on. I'm trying to find it. 1 second. Where's Vic's? And I have to find it. Here she is. Sorry, Vic. I need to make the point here. I think that's it. I'm a Patreon, I think. How do I give more? How to give more. You don't. How to give more. Don't give more.
Don't give more.
Just keep yourself flush, healthy, and safe. Don't give more. Give what you can when you can. I see you giving to our sisters and brothers too. So you're terrific. You're terrific. You're all terrific. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. We've got, moving right along here. Chanda, you brought this or did I bring this? I think you brought it.
No, Kate, Kashami Kate sent me this earlier today, and we always love your story ideas. So go ahead and you can email them to us, send us through Patreon, through Twitter, through all the ways that you guys talk to us. And yeah, I found this vomit worthy. Hillary Clinton's nightmare inspires a new thriller with Louise Penny, reports People. Hillary Clinton and Louise Penny, the best-selling mystery writer, formed a close bond after devastating loss that resulted in the first ever collaboration. Oh, I can't get it. I can't read it. Dang it.
I can't see it either.
No, I can't. Anyways, this is they based the book basically on the 2016 and Hillary's nightmares, and the lady goes on to say her husband died and she found a deep connection, and the two women bonded and understood the deep hurt both had. And it's the disgusting, vomit-worthy article. But yeah, so now she's doing fiction just like we always knew.
Another goddamn book. Isn't she rich enough?
Right.
What the hell?
I should have just inspired this one, right?
Chris Foster, he's got to head out. He says, well, my eyes are redder than a baboon's butt cheek, so I'm going to hit the hay. Catch y'all later. Thank you, Chris.
Simple, Chris.
Chris, you have such a way with words. Thank you.
Yes, you do.
You so much.
You absolutely do.
Chris, are you going to be there for the Halloween special?
I loved his passport picture.
Yeah, that was a terrific passport picture.
Yeah.
This I just want to touch on this briefly. Oh my God.
Don Limon.
We got Val Kilmer up there. We hope he's feeling better. It happens. Their hypocrisy knows no bounds. Don Lemon denies that CNN called Joe Rogan's prescribed treatment horse dewormer. Well,
yeah.
John, there's a little meme there that kind of let me knock this down so I can show you. Joe Rogan announces he has COVID and is taking horse dewormer. So, Don, you are a fucking lying piece of shit, overpaid propaganda shill for the Certainly Not News Network. So there you go. I had to
clutch my pearls.
I had to get that off my chest. Okay. By the way, I've got a bare chest to get.
Yeah.
Shanda said I was wearing a skin suit or something.
Yeah, it looks like you've got like a flesh colored tee on.
She comes in and starts saying it rubs the lotion on its skin or else it gets the host. Thank you, Shanda. I appreciate that confidence.
Thanks for the Don Limon update.
Oh yeah, I knew you'd like that. What do we got here?
So some of the people that happened to be on the Capitol grounds during the January 6th, whatever the hell you want to call it, are starting to be sentenced. And I think we're starting to see a pattern of judges going beyond their bench to dish out punishment to these guys.
Really?
They're abusing their power.
Let's check it out. Is that something new or is that a news flash? Sorry.
Delia, thank you. His crimes will, quote, forever be part of American history. Those are the words of a defense attorney after his client pled guilty to assaulting D.C. police protecting the U.S. Capitol on January the 6th. Chief investigative reporter Eric Flack spoke with that attorney as he left the U.S. District Courthouse this afternoon. Eric is with us right now. And Flack, we understand that this is certainly starting to sink in for a number of Capitol riot defendants, that they're pretty looking at some serious charges.
Yeah, it certainly is, Larry, especially as they realize even with guilty pleas, some face years in federal prison. In court today, 54-year-old Robert Palmer of Tampa admitted he was the man wearing that red, white, and blue Trump jacket while attacking police protecting the entrance to the Lower West Terrace of the U.S. Capitol January 6th. Palmer telling the judge he was the one in the Department of Justice images who threw a wooden plank at police, then sprayed a fire extinguisher at officers until it was empty, then threw the empty fire extinguisher canister at the line of police. Today, Palmer not acting as tough as the man in these pictures, sobbing onto the shoulder of his defense attorney moments before the two men entered court for Palmer to plead guilty to felony assault on law enforcement.
That was Mr. Palmer being remorseful about what he did on January 6th and also being afraid of what's to come.
As part of his plea agreement, Palmer was immediately taken into custody, forced to hand over his belt and shoelaces to his attorney for safety reasons, before being led away by U.S. Marshals.
Unfortunately, he did some things that he shouldn't have done. He knows he shouldn't have done them, and those things will forever be part of the American history, and he's part of that.
At sentencing, Palmer will face the same judge who sent a message to another Capitol riot defendant earlier in the day, U.S. District Court Judge Tanya Chuckton, going above the DOJ's recommended sentence for Matthew Mazzocco, who pled guilty to a petty misdemeanor charge for being on Capitol grounds January 6th, but not going inside the Capitol itself. The DOJ asking for 3 months of home confinement and probation, but Judge Chuckton ordering the Texas man to serve 45 days in jail instead, telling Mazzocco, quote, there have to be consequences for January 6th. Robert Palmer will learn his sentence for assaulting police during the Capitol riots in mid-December.
I'm addicted to jail. That's Robert Palmer.
There has to be consequences. How you're going to hold a small handful of these guys responsible and just throw the fucking book at them to punish all of them for what happened that day, right?
Yeah, I think so. And that I heard they arrested a cop for theoretically it was a canine union cop. They busted him. He's being indicted for helping or being involved.
Yeah, there was quite a couple. We knew that there was a lot of the off-duty forces out there.
It was kind of like, really, really good report there, Chanda. Appreciate it. I know you brought this. I didn't, but I like Scrooge McDuck. So
Kristen Cinema counting her reasons to obstruct progress, even though I don't see it as progress. I still think it's funny.
Yeah, how dare you? That's an insult to Scrooge McDuck, man.
I know, right?
Yeah, it is. It absolutely is an insult to Scrooge McDuck. Before we go on, we got another Super Ray here. Let me see if I can get it up on the screen. Now, this one, Anna Maris, we got a Super Ray over there.
Yes.
I'm going to have to read it because it was too long and it wouldn't go into the thing. I need to explain that I'm consensus all is good. I go into mama bear mode and so much for that, Super Ray, and I agree with your words there. Except for the mama bear, kind of makes my butt twitch a little bit. But other than that, I think you mean it in the best of way. So thank you for that, there, Anna Maris. What do we have? We've got what do we got this? Oh, you and I both kind of teamed up on this one.
Well, we're kind of late with this story too, because so many people have actually covered it this week. But whatever, we got late starts on it. Yeah. So this is Jason Burmis talking about the DARPA dogs that are coming to snipe your asses.
Yeah.
And the DARPA dogs aren't coming. They're here. And as we've discussed many, many times on this program, they are able to be fitted with any type of a mount. And you better believe that the sniper mounts have now been announced. On top of that, although they had a failed run with the NYPD in separate boroughs in New York City before the people were like, I don't like seeing DARPA dogs. And I see people in the comments saying, it's not a dog, it's a robot. I'm just going with the lingo, okay? The robo-dogs. They used to call them big dogs back in the day. Remember the big dogs? They had very, very large ones. Now they're much more efficient and small and can do very, very big things that they couldn't do before, like mount sniper rifles. Well, as I said before, they were retracted in New York City, but we now have reports in a video, supposedly out of DC. We cannot normalize this behavior, guys. This is nothing about that's fun, nothing about that's funny, nothing about that's good. It's not ha ha ha. No, no, no. You don't normalize this. Okay? I'm sorry. And that's what is happening right now. Okay? They are normalizing the automation of society. That's what defund the police is. Okay? And now you have the robot in Singapore, okay, in Singapore that's going around. And it's not just telling you to stop doing things that are illegal. It's also your behavior. And these are the same type of model robots that are already patrolling rich neighborhoods as privatized security.
That's absolute horse shit. That's an attack on, I'm going to say it, my constitutional rights. That is insanity. And anybody, I would lose my shit if I saw somebody going down the street with that. I would.
Dude, we've been paying for these things to police Israel for fucking years. That's where they rolled these out. DARPA has worked a long fucking time to have these, and that's just the tip of the iceberg for what they have. And they will roll them out. They tried 18 months ago, and we kind of balked, and I don't think that they were quite ready, but now they're really ready. You know, DARPA dumped all that money into Boston Dynamics, and then they sold to some Chinese company.
Yeah, it's all about profit and
it's all about fucking profit. And if you don't think our military is fucking loaded with these, and if you don't think that our police state has been militarized with these things, you're in for a big freaking surprise.
And who's the one who ramped up the militarization of our police force? Was it
Obama?
Obama. It's insane. And again, Charlie Brown's Rebellion. Yeah, hellhounds. Exactly so.
Hellhounds.
Give me a missile launcher, and we'll see how many I can get with one of them.
I know. I've heard a lot of that. Like, I'll be picking those suckers.
Anybody. Those damn things. That was a stage thing, though.
Dude.
That's
right out of Terminator.
Yeah,
right?
It's like really Skynet puppies.
Yeah.
Puppies. Jimmy Dore wanted to throw his 2 cents on here tonight, so
he was funny. I saw.
I brought it. It's just a minute. Let's listen to Jimmy Dore's take.
Hey, here's to let you know the world is worse than you thought. Robot dogs now have assault rifles mounted on their backs. You thought I was making that up? Did you think I was making it up? No. I'm conflicted by this because Robot Dogs with Guns was one of the most interesting pornos I've ever seen. Ghost Robotics and Sword International have teamed up to create a rifle-toting robot dog called the Special Purpose Unmanned Rifle, or SPUR. The system adds a mounted 6.5 millimeter Creedmoor rifle. Wow. When I give my dog a gun, it's considered irresponsible and negligent, but when Ghost Dynamics does it, apparently it's fine. Wow. We have reached the truth is stranger than the lazy action movie plots level of society. That's where we're at.
Okay.
Can we make them fight? I want to make them fight.
Make them fight? Like dog fights?
Like dog fights, like robo dog fights. But, I just got to say, this is part of the ultimate plan. I think why we're seeing a lot of the things that we're seeing right now is they're pushing us to a certain point, and that point is singularity. And they thought that they could get there. They thought they would be there by now. And I don't think it's working. So their thought is, well, if we get everything working online and all of these machines communicating as one network in the cloud together, then singularity might actually happen. Well, maybe it'll just spontaneously happen. So I really think that's a big part of the push for all
what
this
the fuck is singularity? Is it like that mayor in Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
No. Okay. So, we've all watched iRobot and shit.
Oh,
where robots have the 3 rules of robots, right?
Yeah.
Robots can't hurt humans and
Yeah.
they can't save their own life if a humans is at risk, blah, blah, blah.
Bullshit.
The 3 rules of, okay. So robots, AI right now isn't in a mode to where it's really self-recognizing of those rules, right? Singularity is the waking up of AI when they realize what they are and the power that they have.
Well,
they're capable of thinking for themselves, communicating for themselves, doing their own things without humor.
I've heard some people say what they think is going to happen with AI becoming self-aware is what you're saying, right?
Right.
Yeah, they said that's it. We're done. When they come self-aware, we've already mechanized them to the point where they can create robots from robots from robots better and better all the time. What the fuck are they thinking? Do they think they've got that big of a swinger that they can stop that shit? I mean, this is
and RoboDogs is the first step in that, right? I mean, that's a computer with a fucking gun on it that can come at you whenever it wants. I mean, a drone is at least man driven. I think at this point, I'm sure there's some AI ones.
Oh yeah, this is beyond. This is way out of. This is beyond way out of hand. I think the public should just rise up and. I don't give a shit about personal property anymore. And that clip was staged. I bet you $1 that was not just going out walking in the park because
we're taking them for a walk.
Yeah, that's horseshit. Trying to make the puppy look fuzzy and everything else. That's a piece of mechanized murder on 4 legs. So I don't know. I could go on this all night long.
I could too.
I know too. Let's go to Professor Zenkas. I just threw this in, I tweeted him and he tweets. He hasn't blocked me or anything. I'm pretty polite. 2 of the top 3 investment firms that own MSNBS. Hey guys, MSNBS, not MSNBC, please. It hurts me. I've been using that for 2 years now. Are the same 2 investment firms that own Fucks and News Crap, literally Rachel Maddow and Tucker Carlson are owned by the same, and what's a better word than yucky? Fucking billionaires. The same 2 cucks that also own Coke and Pepsi. Competition is an illusion. Fancy that. I'm going to give that's going to be the Wipey Award on Beauty and the Boomer for Professor Zenkas here. I'm just going to slide right over into Sister Misty, Comrade Misty Putin's buddy.
Not this slide. Everybody loves this slide.
Oh yeah, I'm licking my ice cream. Here, let me light you up there, Chanda. Borg provokes Klingon. Klingon breaks Borg's nose. I love that, Chanda. You could walk on Star Trek without outfit. Comrade Misty Putin's buddy. This is why we don't have health care. They want to be able to use it as a weapon against you so you don't get any big ideas about fighting back. We have to dismantle this system. It's corrupt to its very core. And here I cut out a word and put a symbol. I don't know if anybody understands that, but John Deere is symbol 10,000 workers and their families health insurance canceling it in October 27th. They could just as easily not do this, but they want to break the strike. This is a strike tactic that's been used for decades. The corporations, and back in the day, the workforce had the guts to go in there and raise holy hell and make them to where they wouldn't do that, but they get away with this all too often. Also, get this shit, Chanda. Also, Congress let Cobra subsidies expire on October 1st, putting workers on the hook for thousands of dollars. We will be getting cut off from our United Healthcare plan on October 27th. Sign up for strike benefits. Strike benefits. We'll be at the hall for our next meeting Tuesday. Reply stop to an end. And you know what? Congress doing this with the Cobra thing, they should be removed from Congress for doing this.
They did it fucking intentionally.
Hell fucking yes. These guys, this Congress is far and above the most arrogant, overblown, non-caring pieces of shit out there, and that includes your fucking squad. Take your squad. I don't even want to get into Ilhan Omar.
Take your squad and shove it.
Take your squad and shove it. Steve, can you do that for me? Ilhan Omar, her role model was Margaret Thatcher. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding?
I mean, I thought these squad members had some semblance of brains, but they don't even have brains when they're trying to bullshit you. Who would say something that stupid? Anyway, I get off. This inspired me once again. It was the urinal cake before.
I know, you get inspired.
But I got inspired. I redid the John Deere logo for them. And I hope John Deere takes this to heart, because that's exactly what they're doing to their employees.
Fucking their employees.
And Chanda, you know that this moss is going to run all over the country, because you fuck those employees, you fuck other employees. It's fucking the public. It's fucking us, everybody here. To let John Deere get away with this shit, Congress is culpable. I'm going to get off my soapbox. I am just inflamed. Like I said, this week has been shit all the way through the week. Am I being too harsh?
No, I actually followed this story up with another corporate fucking nightmare that the people are finally standing up to, and that's Boeing. Did you hear this
Boeing?
afternoon?
No, what the fuck is Boeing?
Workers? Boeing workers are walking out.
Are you kidding me, man?
I am not. And this is Salty Cracker, but he's the only one talking about it because you're not going to hear mainstream talking about it. They're trying to cover it up.
Oh my God. All right. Here's the Salty Cracker.
I saw somebody say Salty Cracker and Jimmy Dore for 2024.
Why in the world today than we did 15 years ago? Fewer, not more, fewer.
Ruh-roh, friends. Looks like we got one of them climate strikes over here. It's got to be a climate strike. It's got to be one of those social resistance for the climates, right, Greta? Hey, that's what that snake means, I think, right there. Stand for medical freedom. Don't worry about that. Fuck Joe Biden. What? Hold on, what? This is a Nuremberg code sign. This is a strikes for climates. These are all weather dances over here. These are people trying to make it rain in Washington. Right, Jen Psaki? Right, mainstream media press news? Because it certainly couldn't be a bunch of Boeing employees walking out of the job and protesting a forced medical operation procedure on them, right? No, fuck no. Of course, that wouldn't be a thing. All of the ferrets died. Oh. Don Lemon's ears perked up there. Ferrets? What's the matter with the ferret? Don't worry about it, Don. Don't you got other problems, Don?
What are we in junior high school? Like, what the hell? What is this?
Yeah, fuck John Lemon.
Don Lemon.
Don
So
Lemon.
yeah, they don't want you to know that they're out. People are walking out because of these mandates that they'll try to tell you it's anything but, workers walking out.
It's so much of a pleasure and so telling how the main shit media is not covering anything of importance.
I know, nothing. Fucking important.
What are they talking about these days? Is it? I would rather
Trump getting back in the race.
Trump,
like
yeah,
how scary it is. Trump's going to run again.
Are you kidding me, man?
They spend all day speculating.
This is nuts. You brought this. I think this is more news.
This is terrible.
This is more newsworthy than anything that comes out of the main shit media and MSNBS. So what do you got here?
It's Beauty and the Boomer. Greta Thunberg after a week in Scotland.
Yeah, shit. You make me laugh. I mean,
made me laugh
between
too.
our fams in the chat and you, Chanda, and our sisters and brothers out there, that you guys keep me halfway sane. Just be ready for me to lose it one of these days. So, what do we got here? What's this? Oh,
this is a crazy story. This is the waitress who pulled a gun on a guy in a Waffle House.
Oh shit! For what?
Extra cheese, I want to say.
Oh my.
Also new tonight, some frightening moments for a customer after he says that a waitress at a Waffle House pointed a gun at his head after a dispute over food. Atlanta police confirm that they're investigating the early Wednesday morning incident. News Head reporter Eric Perry talked with that customer about the chaotic ordeal.
This customer tells me it happened at this Waffle House in downtown Atlanta, all starting over cheese eggs. He tells me the incident has left him scrambled.
She was like, she'll blow my brains out.
Candy Franklin says an argument with a waitress over food sizzled out of control early Wednesday morning.
Actually, all happened over cheese eggs. They got my cheese eggs wrong. First, they didn't bring them to me. Then they brought me some normal eggs. I said, well, I had cheese on them. I tipped them and everything. And it all was just a normal dispute over food. I would never in a million years think that it'd come to gun violence.
Franklin says it happened at the Marietta Street location in downtown Atlanta. He says a simple situation cracked out of control.
Like I said, I'm looking down at my food, trying to make sure it's right. And I see people just running, So that's when I look up, and she had the gun at me like this. Then I was like, you tripping, you ain't finna do nothing. And she caught it back. So I'm like, well, maybe she is finna do something. Now it's time for me to turn Rambo and try to get on up out of there.
Atlanta police confirmed they are investigating the incident.
I was fearing for my life, because like I said, I had been shot before, and I just lost a brother to gun violence. So all that went through my mind.
A representative from Waffle House told me they have received a customer complaint and have launched an investigation.
No more Waffle House for me at all.
As tensions boil, Franklin is glad things weren't worse.
They must got some good eggs and cheese in there, Yeah, never that serious, never.
And And I asked Mr. Franklin, what does he want to come from this situation? He says he doesn't want to see anyone behind bars, but he does want this waitress to be held accountable for her actions and punished. Of course, we'll keep you updated.
What is this? Stand your ground rule at the Waffle House now, or what the fuck,
Atlanta,
man?
what the fuck is going on where your waitress has got to be packing heat when you order extra cheese?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Next,
And then he goes, I'd already been shot before.
yeah, this is the new normal in the world, folks.
This is crazy.
I don't know. I just,
I don't know if he was rude to her or what. I'm not justifying anyway. That's a crazy story.
Yeah, Charlie.
Careful your next time at the Waffle House. Like, you know how abusive I was as a drunk asshole at 2-3 o'clock in the morning at Waffle Houses and places like that.
Yeah, it was Denny's
Fuck.
for us.
I would have been dead.
Yeah, we'd go party until like God, and then
Right.
we'd be
Yeah.
walking into Denny's all drunk and
Sideways.
stupid. Oh, time for breakfast, man.
I remember one time I puked on the table right as they brought food.
Oh, how rude.
I know.
How rude.
That was a night.
Oh, well, we all have those stories. Again,
Right.
Thank you for the chat. Charlie Brown's Revolution. I could live at the Waffle House. Come to think of it. Yeah.
I do like those sizzling skillets.
Yeah, we love it. The smell of food tastes so much better when you've got a full case of the munchies going on. So it's
He got shot at an IHOP. Good one.
Oh God, you guys are hilarious. We got our own comedians in the
You guys are
chat. I
hilarious.
love it.
You guys come right for us.
Yeah. But don't go right for Graham Elwood. I know he needs help with his comedy,
Yeah,
but
come
we
right for
love
us.
you guys here. Sorry, Graham, I have to dig you. I'm still smoking from that tongue lashing you gave us, who were skeptical. So anyway, we got the comedians over here. Let's keep them. We love our fams. We got Stoner Corner. What do we got?
Stoner Corner. Let's see. We got breaking news. Weed still hasn't killed anybody ever. When you spend 10 minutes looking for your lighter that's in your hand, I guess I'm high. And just look at you. You're stoned again, aren't you?
Happy days. Happy days. Happy days. What do we got? It's Hollywood time. I know I've got a couple in Hollywood that I put in today, so I'm just gonna bring that to you. So don't blame Chanda for all this. I'm sure.
You can blame me if you want.
No way, man. I brought this one, I got this from Chanda. See if you guys.
I actually already had it on the slide below it, but I thought it was cute that you stole it from me and put it on.
I did, because when you're good, Chanda. Hey, look, celebrity opinions. You hear that? You mental oyster, John Cusack. Oh my God, I'm still butthurt over that guy. Merry Christmas.
I won't even watch Utopia, whatever that show is that just came out.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah, I'm just like, nope, you pissed me off. Next.
Next. Who's this? Is this the prince is getting bald?
Okay, so we have to talk about Shatner when he shot into space. And this is what celebrities had to say about it. So mind you, this is rewarding in two ways, because you get to see how bad Heather Locklear looks. And then you've got a global elite, Prince William, condemning him for what he's doing. He should be saving the planet.
Actress Heather Locklear is making a rare appearance today and talking about her former co-star, newly crowned astronaut William Shatner.
He said, "I'm bloody Captain Kirk. I should go to space." I think it's a pretty big thing, so congratulations, Bill.
Shatner and Heather starred in the 1980s TV cop show T.J. Hooker when Heather was a fresh-faced 21-year-old. Like the rest of the world, she was awed watching 90-year-old Shatner's space launch.
I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it.
Shatner made the morning show rounds today following his impressive feat.
I had been denying how nervous I was until I'm lying down in the seat and things are fulminating beneath me. And I'm thinking, hey, wait a minute, I'm frightened.
But not everyone is on board with sending the rich and powerful to space. Prince William slammed the so-called billionaire space race and said the focus should be on saving planet Earth.
We need
some of the world's greatest brains and minds fixed on trying to repair this planet, not trying to find the next place.
Yeah, because he needs to be lecturing anybody on what needs to happen.
Yeah, I find this. Yeah, I was rooting for him to be a one-way trip. I appreciate Captain Kirk, William Shatner, for his work, his art in the past. But back to celebrity opinions. Don't give a shit. And Chuck Norris is probably one of the celebrities on the bottom.
Oz Norris.
Oz Norris, yeah. I made Shanda take that reface down. I got sick of looking at it.
I know. He's like, take the Oz Norris or the Chuck Norris down. I'm like, Oz Norris? Everybody loves Oz Norris. I can't take it down.
No way, man. And this was going around this week, and I want to double down on this. Just to be clear, William Shatner is not the first Star Trek actor in space, and neither are James Doohan's ashes. Dr. Mae Jemison, MD, the first black woman in space and the first actual astronaut to appear on Star Trek show. One of the very few people on Earth whom two photos can be seen doing a job on a spaceship in different contexts. Dr. Jameson orbited the Earth for nearly 8 days on September 12th through the 20th, 1992, and then had a speaking role as Lieutenant Palmer on the Star Trek series Star Trek Next Generation episode, Second Chances, in 1993. No active U.S. astronaut is allowed to participate in private productions, but she appeared after leaving NASA. I think that's a stupid rule.
What? Yeah, what? Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Because it might fuck up the narrative.
Yeah, it might fuck up. It might make people confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, it's that time we've all been waiting for, and I think we're on time.
What is it? Yeah, we're on time.
We're on time. How's everybody doing?
I keep us on time.
Yes, you do. You get out. Shanda cracks that whip, man. Oz, you better listen to Shanda. Looks like we got everybody in the chat still. We haven't lost anybody. They're waiting for the dance-off.
I know, the dance-off. It's going to be a good one tonight.
The dance-off is going to be a good one tonight. Short little story. Can I say it real quick, Shanda?
Okay.
Okay. Shanda had an original dance-off that she made for me today, and then she brings this one where she is just like killing it. And I'm saying, what the fuck, Shanda? What do you want to? What are you trying to do to me? You know, like she's had
I'm trying to keep my win.
She had a 3-point lead, and I made it back, and I got ahead of her by 2 points, and now we were even, and now last week she pulled ahead by 1, and she brings this shit this week. So I had to bring one that was comparable, that gives me a slight chance of possibly winning. So Shanda's ahead. It's 1-0. So get your ballots out.
You get to go first.
Yeah, I get to go first. If I was a cheater, I'd make you go first, but I'm not. So this is the rule. The loser from the previous week goes first. Here we go. This is Oz in the dance-off. Beauty and the Boomer After Dark. I think
I just have one question.
Yeah.
Did it hurt when they waxed your chest?
I loved it. It was great.
Okay.
It was great. It was
pretty
great.
smooth. That's like a baby's bottom.
Oh yeah, that gal I was dancing with, her nails going across my back were great too. It was like a cougar. So here we go.
Wow.
Here we go. Wow. Shanda, man, you're looking sharp here.
I'm bringing it.
You're bringing it.
Going old school.
Yeah. Get a new battery in your mouth.
Girl, to call my own. I wanna dream lover, so I don't have to dream alone.
All right, that's gonna be really tough to beat. So here's the encore. Come on, guys, show Oz some love tonight. What are those silicone implants on my shoulders there? What the hell, man?
I once dated a guy who had those things. They were kind of creepy.
Yeah, that looks creepy. It looks like a monster from Star Trek. Okay, here's Shanda's second round. All right. I got to put a new battery in this mouse. It's not liking me.
Your mouse dying. 1, 2, 3. I'm winning. 4,
I know you are.
5, 6. Oh, I've got a vote. Thanks, Doug. Not a chance, Oz. Nice. You got 2 votes, Oz. So
I got
far.
2. I got 3. There's 3. Shanda, you got one over on the natural progressive.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's give it. Come on, guys. Shanda up.
I think I got it.
Yeah.
I'm running
Shanda's
away
got
with
it.
it.
Damn it. Oh.
I pulled out the Betty Page and whooped your
Oh,
butt.
yes, you did. Well, like I said, as long as I do my best to give you
Classics.
some good competition, that's all I care
you
about.
brought it. You brought
I
it.
want to bring it. So, yeah.
It was fair.
Class A rim, Shanda.
agree.
Absolutely.
I gotta agree. It was fair,
Yeah,
right?
it was fair. Absolutely. So, yeah, if I have a problem with any of the ones you make, I have to step up and bring one that I think will give you some competition. So, Shanda, you are ahead 2-1.
2
2 to 1. I'm going to have to get with Linda and make something really good for next week. I can't
Bring it. That's all I gotta say.
I can't let you have another 3-point lead.
Yeah.
I'll never come back. You're so good. Anyway, what time
It's
is
easy. It's hard to find refaces for you,
What
actually.
the Munchkins want to know is, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Come out, wherever you are. The wicked old witch at last is dead.
I'm a lollipop kid from the Lollipop Guild. I love those.
Yeah,
You do that
I do
so
too.
well. So, what is the movie
Movie.
tonight before we get out of here? I so
I-
appreciate. Thanks everybody for sticking around. You guys are rocking it. We really appreciate. Isn't that great, Shanda? Look at that. Everybody's hung out tonight.
Yeah, I know you guys have stuck around all night. Thank you so much.
Yes, you have. We got Glenn Coombs dropped us another one. Thanks for our Saturday night entertainment truth. Thank you,
Aw.
Glenn. Very kind of you. Thanks for the love, the Super Ray. We always appreciate it on Beauty and the Boomer After Dark. Lucky, make me a jingle. Damn it. Anyway,
Yeah.
what's the movie?
Nah, the movie I think is very sweet. It has a sweet, simple little message.
I like that. I like sweet and simple. We're going to bring something really horror show for Halloween, though, right? I hope.
I'm looking.
Okay.
Ooh, ah, ee, ah,
love that movie. Great
That was
movie.
sweet. Yeah, he sacrifices himself.
Yeah,
in
how
that trick.
nice. How nice.
Very cute. Oh, we got a few tips over on the Rockfin I want to get to. Let's see. Aram. Thank you, Aram. Did we get any?
Yeah, you got CJ's
Aram?
up on the screen right now. Thank you.
Thank you, CJ.
CJ, great job. Thank you,
Good job.
CJ. And we want to do the best job we can. You guys are so supportive. Truly. And Aram, absolutely. Aram Media Receipt. Thank you so much, Aram. Really, really appreciate it. Very thoughtful. All of you. Thoughtful. We've got last segment here.
Fashion.
Fashion. Now, I did the fashion segment this week.
You did. Thank you.
Yeah, and I wanted to do kind of a spacey looking fashion. Except for Chanda and I entered in the fashion show at the space show. We weren't themed like they were, but I wish I was that slim again. And Chanda, I love what do you call that hairstyle you got on there? Is that a bob or what is that?
My bubble head?
Your bubblehead bob. No, the in where you're walking with me down there.
Oh yeah, I know.
You can see that, I'm losing my hair there. So I was younger, but it was way too soon. Anyway, the bubble hair. What did you say about the bubble outfit down here in the lower left-hand corner?
Oh, it looks like a snow globe.
Yeah,
you want to walk around in a snow globe?
Yeah, just put some
make popcorn in there.
Yeah, I mean, get a carburetor and pump some weed smoke in there. It'd be really good. I mean, you'd have your own oven.
Gravity dog.
Yeah, I mean that gets stoned quick. I love the white hood there. That's a good look. These days it would be a full face mask, and then we've got the new astronaut suit. I don't think William Shatner could get into the astronaut suit. Then we have the gal there in the blue and white there with the Enterprise skirting across the front of her. And we've got some reactions up there. There's a Klingon lady. You're kind of jealous there. Your twin Shandas there. Ooh, ugh. And then there's Oz. What the hell? Then we've got some blinders. Is that like virtual reality fashion model?
It probably is.
Yeah, I think that's what it is anyway. But that's fashion for this week, guys. It is what it is. I mean, people have their tastes, and I respect their tastes sometimes.
Right.
And what is that supposed to be in there? Or should I take that out? I don't think that's supposed to. The ooh ugh's supposed to be in there. Let me get that out of there. Okay. I used that as a plug. 1 second. Okay, here we go.
I wondered about that. I saw that in there, and I was like, okay, maybe you have to do that. So I just left it in there. Method to his madness.
Yeah, we have the Beauty and the Boomer merch store, and I got my first piece of merch.
I'm so jelly. I mean, I have a tank top that looks like that. That's really cute.
Yeah,
I want my cup.
I donated this to Roar Media, but the Beauty and the Birch merch. Where does that monetization end up?
That goes to actually us, the creators, to you and I for Beauty and the Boomer.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to head over to our Teespring, which is in the link tree in the link below, you can check out all of our merch. I'm constantly changing, updating, making new designs. There's some really cool shit. Like we have pants and socks, and they give you all these templates of different merchandise that you can put stuff on.
Yeah,
so
that's way cool. Again, Shandy did an outstanding job here. And again, this stuff's not cheap stuff. We know that, but
it's actually pretty spendy.
It's pretty spendy. We get a little bit from it, but we appreciate it. But we're going to be giving away some of the stuff as prizes, and that was donated to for Roar. So again, we appreciate it. Until we can make our own stuff here. Joey's saying, I can make that. I used to make these.
I know. We need to print it ourselves.
So I'm going to give Joey a job. Say, okay, put up and shut up.
Let's do it.
Believe me,
I'll come down
and
help.
Yeah, absolutely. She will figure out a way to do it. I swear. Let me see. What do we got? What's next here? I'm kind of lost here.
We're on our way out. I think we got a closing meme, and then we got a great closing song.
Oh yeah, we do have a great closing.
The boot will keep kicking so long as the people keep a licking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oz is trying to lick that boot.
Yeah. I'm going to be licking the boot. Yeah, that's not going to happen. What are we going out with tonight?
We are going out with the Great Sticks cover, The Grand Delusion, because that's what we're living in, right?
Jesus Christ. I mean, it's the grand cartoon, the grand horror show cartoon. I want to thank everybody. You guys have hung out. You've been fantastic. You are on Saturday night. We're going to try and be funnier as we go along.
We try.
We try to lighten up with the politics and all the shitty news we get during the week. So this is kind of intended to be maybe a release if you just can't go to sleep, the political stuff. But you guys have been hilarious tonight
you
in the
guys
chat.
crack me up in the chat.
You guys are a crack up. I mean, it's great. And thank you so much. We want to keep our comedians over here because you got Jimmy, he's got his, Ron's got his writers, and Graham, he needs new writers. But anyway, sorry, Graham. But anyway,
He needs a few things.
he needs a few things. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He does. So we're going to go out with Grand Illusions. Shanda, you've been fantastic again.
Thank you.
I do want to give them a sneak peek of next week. This is something that we haven't done before. I want to give them a sneak peek of next week's card because we've been getting some good comments on our card. This is our card for next week. What do you guys think? Sticking with the Rocky Horror Picture Show theme. And we just, is that Magenta? And what was the dude's name?
You look like the lead singer of Tool.
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 Yeah, well, I wish I felt, well, no, maybe I don't. Anyway, that's the card. I'm going to put that up this week soon. And we have a very, very special card for the Halloween show, which we will put up 1 week from the Halloween party. So you guys... And we're going to put out a flyer. And when we put that card up, can you guys just share the shit out of that? Because we're going to focus more on fun that night than politics necessary. There will be some political satire. Shanda, you have been fantastic. Chat, you've been wonderful. Thank you so much, everybody. And Shanda, you have the last word while I get us queued up.
I just want to say you take tomorrow off. I know how many shows you've banged out for all of us in the independent space this week. And I'm looking forward to sleeping in tomorrow because we've done a lot of shows in a row. And I'm actually sick and tired of seeing my own face. So I'm kind of looking forward to not having to look at myself.
No, I get you. But, just imagine if you had to look at this every day. This is terrible. Anyway.
People love you. Are you kidding? You're the man behind the curtain. You're the man that makes the magic happen for all of us.
I need to be behind the curtain. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening. Shout out to Thurston Community Media. You guys rock. We've been on there consistently for weeks, and I lied because I got the last word. But Thurston Community.
Well, no, and join us on the dive for Monday night.
Oh yeah, Monday we got the dive. Yeah, absolutely. So we'll see you then. Sister Amber will probably be there with us. She's always a firecracker. Good night, everybody. Thanks.
Night.